This is the moment I officially panic, guys, because while we're over here arguing about panel gaps on Teslas, China just built a spaceship, put it on wheels, and sold it for a price that is gonna make you actually angry. I am not exaggerating when I say this might be the most illegal feeling luxury car I have ever seen. Strap in because today we are looking at the Avatr 12, and trust me, you are not ready for the interior. Let's start with the face, because this thing looks like it traveled back in time from the year 2050 to bully our cars. It doesn't look like a car, it looks like a glitch in the Matrix. Look at these headlights. They call this the E-shaped design, but I call it get out of my way. It's incredibly thin, super aggressive, and completely LED. But wait, look at this black panel right under the windshield. You think that's just plastic? Nope, that is the halo display. It is literally a customizable LED screen on the outside of the car. Bro, are you hearing me? The car has a screen on the hood. You can make it say hello, display emojis, or warn people to stay back. Imagine pulling up to a crosswalk and your car literally smiles at pedestrians. It's a gimmick, sure, but it's the coolest gimmick I've ever seen. And the grille? It's active. These vents down here open up when the battery needs cooling and close when you need aerodynamics to hit top speed. It's alive. Standing next to this, my daily driver feels like a horse and buggy. Now, let's move to the side profile, and this is where the Grand Coupe vibe really hits. It's long, over 5 meters long. It's got that swooping, fastback roofline that looks like a Porsche Panamera had a baby with a spaceship. But look closer. Where are the door handles? Hidden. They pop out when you approach, and the side mirrors, they aren't there. Well, they are, but they're cameras. Slim, aerodynamic little stalks that feed 4K video into the cabin. I know. Camera mirrors are weird. I thought so too until I saw the resolution on these things. It's clearer than my eyesight. And check out these wheels, 21-inch alloys that look like turbine blades. They're massive, they fill the arches perfectly, and they give the car this stance that says, I cost $100,000. But, spoiler alert, it doesn't. And that's the part that's gonna make you mad later. Okay, brace yourselves. We need to talk about the back. This is the controversial part. Like I said earlier, no rear window. It's just smooth bodywork all the way down to the trunk. It looks insane, like a concept car that wasn't supposed to be production legal. You're probably thinking, bro, how do I see behind me? Chill, there's a high-definition camera on the roof that feeds a digital mirror inside. It actually gives you a wider view than a piece of glass ever could. But visually, it's a stunner. The taillights are these razor-thin red lines that look like lasers, and there's an active spoiler that automatically deploys at speed to keep your butt planted. It's dramatic, it's weird, it's risky, and I absolutely love it because it makes every other sedan on the road look boring. Why are we still using glass back here? I don't know, but after seeing this, I feel like we're living in the past. Alright, pop the hood, well, figuratively, because this is an EV. Underneath, you've got options. You can get a single motor rear-wheel drive, but who cares about that? We're talking about the dual motor AWD monster. It pumps out 578 horsepower. That is nearly 600 ponies in a luxury sedan. It shoots this massive thing from 0 to 60 in roughly 3.9 seconds. That is supercar territory from a decade ago. And the battery? It's a 94.5 kilowatt pack from CATL. Now, I know battery talk is boring, but listen to this. It has an 800-volt architecture. That means it charges insanely fast. We're talking adding 200 kilometers of range in like 10 minutes. By the time you walk into the gas station to buy a Snickers and come back, you're good for another road trip. The range is rated up to 700 kilometers on the Chinese cycle. Even if you cut that down for real-world driving, you're still beating almost everything in the US except the absolute top-tier Lucid. It's efficient, it's fast, and it makes range anxiety feel like a 2018 problem. Now, safety, and this is where it gets kind of sci-fi. This car is practically a fortress. It's running Huawei's ADS 2.0 system. See this bump on the roof? That's a LiDAR. It also has 2 more LiDARs on the fenders, plus cameras and radars everywhere. It sees everything. It sees cars, pedestrians, traffic cones. Probably ghosts. The autonomous driving capability here is terrifyingly good. It can navigate busy city streets in China, which are chaotic, without you touching the wheel. And the crash structure? It's a mix of ultra-high-strength steel and aluminum. It's built like a tank. But honestly, with the way this car predicts accidents before they happen, the goal is that you never actually test that steel. It's like having a guardian angel, except the angel is a computer made by Huawei. Okay, take a deep breath, open the door, look at this. Just look at it. This is the interior of the Avatr 12, and I am officially offended that we don't have this in the States. The first thing you notice is the screen. Not the center screen, the other screen. There is a 35.4-inch 4K panoramic screen that runs across the entire base of the windshield. It's huge. It shows your speed, navigation, music, and charging info, but it sits far back, so you don't have to refocus your eyes. It's like a digital horizon. Then you have the center floating screen, which is 15.6 inches, running Harmony OS. It's snappy, the graphics are crisp, and it controls everything. But here's the cool part. They call it the gentle tech design. That means they hid all the buttons. The wood trim, it has touch-sensitive buttons hidden inside the wood. The air vents, invisible. They're motorized and tucked away. It feels less like a car and more like a high-end lounge in Tokyo. Now, sit in the seat. Oh my god, these are the zero-gravity seats. Press a button and the seat reclines, the leg rest pops up, and it positions your body to minimize pressure on your heart and spine. It literally feels like you're floating. Heated, yes. Ventilated, yes. Massage, you bet. And not that weak vibration stuff. Real massage. I could live in this chair. I'm not joking. I would sell my couch for this. Look up. The roof is electrochromic. There is no sunshade. You just press a button and the glass turns clear to opaque to block the sun. It's magic. And the sound system? 27 speakers. 27! It's a 1200-watt system that sounds like a concert hall. I played some bass-heavy tracks earlier, and I think my soul left my body. This isn't a car interior, it's a wellness retreat. Let's talk space, because usually cool-looking cars have tiny interiors. Not this one. Because the wheelbase is so long, the backseat legroom is ridiculous. I'm 6 foot, and I can basically cross my legs back here. The floor is completely flat. And remember that no rear window thing? It actually helps. Because there's no glass mechanism or structural pillar in the usual spot, they push the headspace back. You feel cocooned, but not cramped. The trunk, it's actually huge. It's a hatchback style opening, so it's easy to load. You can easily fit 3 or 4 large suitcases. Plus, there's a front trunk for your charging cables or, let's be real, your takeout food so the cabin doesn't smell like fries. It's shockingly practical for something that looks this wild. You could actually use this as a family car, assuming your family is cool with being the center of attention everywhere you go. Okay, here it is, the moment that's going to hurt. I've shown you the laser headlights, the halo screen, the 578 horsepower, the zero-gravity seats, and the 35-inch 4K dashboard. If this car was made by a German brand, Audi, BMW, Mercedes, it would cost $120,000, easy. If it was a Tesla Model S Plaid with this level of luxury, it would be $100K plus. The Avatr 12 starts in China at roughly $42,000 US. I'll let that sink in. 42. The top spec, fully loaded, dual motor, 578 horsepower monster is like $55,000. That is the price of a basic Tesla Model 3 or a decently optioned Honda Accord hybrid these days. For this? This is why I'm stressed, guys. The value proposition here isn't just good, it's broken. It makes zero sense how they're packing this much tech and material quality into a car that costs less than a base model luxury sedan in the US. If this car came to America at that price, the market would break. Dealerships would be on fire. It's genuinely unfair. So here's the big question, and I want you to be honest in the comments. If you had $50,000 right now and you could buy a Tesla Model 3, a BMW 3 Series, or this, which one are you taking? Would you trust the Chinese tech for that insane luxury, or are you sticking with the safe bet? Personally, I think I'd take the risk just to see people's faces when the hood screen says hello to them. This car is a wake-up call. It's flashy, it's fast, and it's cheap in a way that feels like a cheat code. The Avatr 12 isn't just a car, it's a statement that the game has changed. Let me know what you think below. Is this the future or just a gadget on wheels? Don't forget to smash that like button if you want to see more insane cars we can't buy, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'm gonna go sit in these zero-gravity seats until they kick me out. See ya!